Alright. We back at it.
Finally charged up like 42%, 40%.
40?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be alright.
We'll be fine.
Your microphone isn't connected though.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. What's up, JM Nation?
Well, podcast.
JM Podcast?
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude, my muscles.
Bro, don't even
Oh, my God.
get me started, bro.
Oh, this one's so sore. I can't fuck.
Don't even.
Oh, my God. Oh, damn.
Don't even get me started,
Get
bro.
out of here, bro. Look. Oh, my God. Damn. Get out of here. You look small.
Me?
Just kidding.
Bro, come on.
Alright.
Bro, I look.
He looks like a skeleton. Alright, I'm just playing. Alright, so we left off where people like to watch movies on their phone, or like Netflix. That's weird for me. That's fucking weird.
I'll watch Netflix on my phone. Cause like, for me, cause I got glasses. So like at night, if I'm ever laying in bed and I don't feel like having my glasses on, that's right, we gotta get back to being fucking zen, bro. They do it like that, so you don't burn yourself. I mean, I would've started with the top ones, but, you know, that's right.
Oh, fuck. Just do it too.
No, Juan, this is what I was telling you, bro. You gotta start the other way.
Right.
You wasn't listening to me, though. You just want to do your own shit.
Whatever.
Fucking zen. This is our zen candle, so we keep the vibes good, keep the vibes strong.
I'm good. I'm gonna close this door because it's bothering me. How the other door's open and the other one's closed. Sorry.
Good shit.
Alright.
Alright.
Your biggest pet peeve.
My biggest pet peeve.
Well, that was your question, right? Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest pet peeve would be like, I hate when people like try to one up me on shit and it's blatantly obvious. You know what I mean? Like it's cool if like you're relating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we're relating to something and like you're relating and something that you did is just like obviously that much better than what I did. But like if you're just trying to one up me and just trying to like sound cool and other shit like that and it's fucking obvious, that shit is so annoying to me, dude. I'm like, why are you trying to be better than me? Not that it's a competition, but like that's the vibe though, right? It's like
Like the gym. Remember when I killed your arms? When I was just doing reps and reps and reps.
See, but that was different because it's not like you were like trying to one up me. You were, you know, like that was different because you were like trying to push me to like pump that shit out, right? And it worked too because like I fucking killed my arms that day. You know, I was like, all right, this guy's fucking pumping 40s and he's going hard. Like, all right, I kind of want to see if I can pump some 40s and go hard like that. I couldn't.
But you tried it.
You know, but that was more fun. That was more like a fun competition. But it's like if you're just being arrogant and like trying to act like you're hot shit, you know, then it's not cool. And then it's just kind of fucking annoying. I hate that shit.
Is that the only one?
I honestly don't like a lot of people. So I can go on forever about like shit that I don't like about people, but. But I would say that's a pretty strong pet peeve of mine. What about you?
The biggest pet peeve is when people say, hey, express your feelings, right?
Wait a minute.
Like, express your feeling. Like, let's say if you're mad at them, right?
Yeah.
Or you're trying to explain something
Yeah.
that you're feeling, right? And you let it all out. And they come back and reply with like, oh, but you did this and that. You know?
Elaborate.
Like
Give me an example.
let's say let's say that you got me mad and you don't know, and I'm like, I'm mad at you, and you say what it is, right?
Yeah.
And then I say, because you made me, you made me feel left out, and like you put your other friends above me, like you made me feel last, right?
Right.
And then you said okay, but then you did this earlier today. You know?
Oh, like trying to negate what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like why you gotta put that shit aside? Like it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Honestly, see?
Yeah.
That's my biggest pet peeve, because at first they say, okay, explain yourself, like express yourself.
Yeah, cause like that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah.
It's like that was earlier, but this is now. That
Yeah.
isn't the same situation. Like that it just doesn't fucking correlate. No, fuck that shit.
That's my biggest pet peeve. This is why I haven't, like, when people tell me to express my feelings,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
What give me a situation where that happened with you.
It was okay, I'm gonna give you an example that we spoke about my ex from North Creek.
Yeah.
Right? She told me how I feel, like we don't hang out and stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then she comes up with some shit that I've done like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, you haven't texted me first. Like, I've been texting. like I'm explaining myself, but like here you are trying to like.
It's like you're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, cause it's like that shit's annoying too. It's like when people.
It's like telling, hey, you have my ears, but then the information just passed through your ears.
Right, because it's like, how are you gonna ask me to explain myself, but then like still stick to right, because it's what it comes down to is it's not being open minded.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because it's like you're claiming to be open minded. You're claiming that you're listening to what I'm saying,
but you're actually not.
But you're actually not, because you're still stuck on the shit that you were tripping about. Right, like.
And what you had, like, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, or whenever I did that to explain yourself.
Yeah, I remember, and I'll use myself as an example because I did that shit one time. In my defense, I was really faded, and what I did wasn't cool. But like this chick, I was talking to this chick, and she was all like, or I told her, I was like, you know, like you're bad, dude. Like I'm trying to hook up, right? And she told me, like, oh no, I'm not with it, right? You know, she was like, don't get me wrong. She was like, I fuck with you, you're cool, and like, you know, we're cool. She was like, but I'm not about that, right? And me being the drunk ass motherfucker that I was, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, we were fucked. It was at a party, so like we were fucked up, right? And I had actually only like recalled the first half of that conversation, where I was like, yo, I'm trying to hook up with you, and she said no, right? But she had actually gotten really mad at me because after that, like, the biggest thing is like no means no, right? Like, once the chick tells you no, it's like just back the fuck up and leave her alone. I didn't do that. So like I told her, I was like, oh no, like, you know, I feel your vibe, like I get what you're saying, you know what I mean? But like it was just one ear in one ear, not the other with me. Yeah. I wasn't actually fucking picking it up. I was just claiming to pick it up, right? Because what I was told later on that morning, like at like 6 or some shit, you know, this like one of her homegirls came up to me and she was all like, dude, what you're doing wasn't cool, because she told you no. And I guess what I did after she told me no was I went on for like 10 minutes. My drunk ass went on for like 10 fucking minutes about like how I was trying to hook up with her and like how hot I thought she was and shit. And dude, when they told me that, I was like, fire? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, dude, that's so douchey. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's so fucked up.
But you were so big, yeah.
Right? Not that it's an excuse or anything, right? Like that, but you know, that's the reality of the situation. But like, I went up to her later on that morning, and I told her, I was like, yo, my bad, like, you know, I know that's not cool with me, and I know I shouldn't have fucking come at you like that, like, you know, I don't want no hard feelings with you, because, like, you know, you're a cool ass person and all this and that. But yeah, you definitely don't want to tell somebody that, like, because I know now she looks at me differently than she did before, you know. But like, you definitely don't want to tell somebody like, oh yeah, I'm all ears, like I got you, I'm here to understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. And then, you know, your actions speak otherwise. Yeah. So that shit's not cool.
People have mistakes, but
yeah,
if you listen to your mistakes, and, or if you listen to other people telling your mistakes, then you learn.
You learn. Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. I am like the fucking goat at learning the hard way, bro. Like real shit. I love to fucking own up to my shit and take accountability for my actions. Like, I don't know, I think it's a real mature thing to do, and me personally, like, straight up, I'm not a super mature person. I'm a fucking dork, dude. Like you know. Yeah. You know, I'm a fucking weirdo, but you know, but like, that's just who I am, you know. But at the same time, like, I'm aware of that, and so like, I am also very aware of the fact that like, I have room to grow. I have plenty of fucking room to grow. So like, any chance that I could grow or I could learn from a situation, I like to take advantage of that. Cause like, I like to learn, I like to grow and shit, and become a better person than I was yesterday. So
yeah, but it's good to learn,
right? Like, I don't know. I think the school system's bullshit as far as like learning goes.
Oh yeah, it's I fucking hate school.
It's funny. I was watching fucking Rick and Morty. I picked it up from the beginning, and fucking Rick's all telling, like, they're all like, the parents are telling Rick that like that they're all mad that he's pulling fucking Morty out of school, all these crazy adventures and shit. He's like, fuck the school system, like, it's bullshit. He goes on this huge spiel about how stupid school is. It's just funny as fuck. Speaking of TV shows, though. Speaking of TV shows, got any TV show recommendations for the crowd, for the audience? What's your favorite TV show right now? What are you watching?
Right now I'm watching Manifest.
Manifest? I ain't heard of it.
So Manifest, it's about, so this is, so it's a brother, sister, and the brother's little kid. Right? Okay. So let's say you're my sister and me, my brother Joshua, right?
Why am I the sister?
I don't care, but you know, I'm trying to explain.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Okay, so we decided to take an airplane because we came from Jamaica, I think, and so in the airport they say, hey, you can take another flight for like I don't know, $400, I think they say in the show. So the sister and then the brother and then the brother's son goes into the airplane.
Wait, is it the brother's son or like the brother's little brother?
The brother's son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why did they go on the airplane? Where is it to?
Back home in New York.
Okay.
Okay, so, but originally they were supposed to take the flight home back with my wife and my other daughter.
This is complicated.
Okay, so okay.
I'm a little offended.
Okay, listen. So let's say you're the sister. You're my sister, right?
Okay. You're my brother.
You're my brother.
And
our parents, so the grandparents and the grandparents were there too, right? And then my wife was there too, and then my 2 kids, a daughter and a son, right? But then
Okay, so it's like a whole family vacation.
yeah, so the grandparents, and then my wife and my daughter went to take the plane that we were supposed to take, right? The plane. They went to a separate plane. The sister, me, and then my kid, my son, went to another plane because it was cheaper, $400, right?
Okay.
So they take that plane. Damn, that was hard to explain.
No, I get it now.
Okay, so 3 of us went to a different plane for $400. They hop on that plane. They go into turbulence in the storm, right?
Okay.
And that storm made them disappear, right? Made them disappear for 5 years, 5.5 years.
Wait, me, you, and your son disappeared for 5 years?
Yeah, but then us in the plane, it felt like just the flight. It just felt like the same day that we just left. But then the grandparents, my wife.
Oh, so it's some like Twilight Zone shit.
Yeah, and so.
Hold up, that sounds dope as fuck.
So
okay.
So we come back home, and like there's ambulance, cops, and whatever fire trucks at the airplane that we had to drop, that we had to land at.
Okay.
And then so we're like, what the fuck is happening? And then there's this agent. Yeah, there's this agent, and then he's talking to the pilot saying, what the fuck is going on? And then we go up to that agent and say, what's going on? What's happening? And then the guy's like, you won't believe this. You've been missing for 5.5 years. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, it's the same day. It felt the same day for them. Yeah. And then later on that show, they try to explain what they experienced, but the people who were in the plane, it was just them, but there was other people, and there was this thing that they have. It's called callings. They have callings where let's say like if God is speaking to you, right? Mm-hmm. And God is telling you, hey, you're somewhere, and then all they say is just like a phrase, let them go, right? Let them go. You gotta know what that means. And then sometimes they have like like deja vu, like real deja vu. So they're trying to like follow that calling, solve a problem, and from there, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a cool ass show. It's cool. But then
you said it's called Manifest?
Manifest.
Make sure y'all watch Manifest. I know I'm gonna be hopping on that.
It's on Netflix.
For real.
It's on Netflix, and if you have Xfinity, you can play on Xfinity Stream. Telling this.
Dude, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, cause like that Twilight Zone shit. Speaking of shows, like Twilight Zone is the shit. I've watched all of Twilight Zone. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. I know it was on Netflix, but like me and my family, we used to watch cause every New Year's, I don't know what channel it's on, but like on cable, they do Twilight Zone marathon. And so they just fucking play all the Twilight Zone for all of New Year's. Yeah. And New Year's Eve. So like we would always watch it, and like for on New Year's Eve, going into New Year's, we'd stay up all night and see if we could, you know, like this was when I was like in elementary school still, so when I was little, we try and stay up all night and watch the Twilight Zone marathon, and whoever fell asleep first would get water dumped on them. It's pretty fucked up, but it was fun as fuck. Good memories on that shit, but I fucking love Twilight Zone. That shit's crazy.
I heard of it. I gotta watch it.
Twilight Zone?
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I got the craziest shit on Twilight Zone. Like, there's a couple airplane ones too. Like, there's this one where it's like these 3 military dudes. They go on like this space adventure or something, or whatever. Like they go on this, they do something, and like, yeah, I think they're astronauts. And they go on this adventure, and they make history. And they come back, and one guy just disappears from fucking reality. Like, he just stops existing. Like, he never existed. And so, like, when they leave, it's the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
In the newspapers and everything, it says these three dudes. They get back, and it says that it's only these two dudes. And he's tripping, and, like, the main guy of, like, the story who it's, like, following, he's, like, tripping because he's like, no, like, this other guy was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, he was there. How do you guys not remember him? You know, he looks at the newspaper and it says, like, oh, these two guys just returned from their big adventure or whatever. And he's like, no, there was a third fucking guy. And you know, and then the other guy from the ship, the second guy, he comes and visits him. And he's all like, how do you know, he's like, yo, is it just me or, like, there was a third guy with us? And he's like, no, dude, it was just the two of us.
Damn.
And he's like, no, there was three of us, and, like, everybody's trying to tell me he's crazy, and then suddenly, the second guy disappears.
Damn.
And so all the papers and everything says there was only one guy on that mission.
Damn.
And it was him. Right? So he's all freaking out, and he's like, no. This is crazy, dude. There was three of us, and then there was two of us, and now there's only me. And then eventually, like, he fucking stops existing and the mission never happened at all, but crazy,
the
dude.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch
like,
that. What's it called? Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone, yeah, but, like, every episode's different, so that was just, like, one episode. But, yeah, crazy shit.
Oh, so there's, like, different universe or what? Each episode?
It's just different stories. It's this one dude. I don't remember his name, but he wrote them all. Like, the guy's a fucking genius. He's like the narrator in the show. He always walks up and he's smoking a cigarette and he's like, blah 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 is on a blah blah blah, and he's, little does he know, he's in the Twilight Zone. And then it's like do 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 do. It's the fucking music. It's all intense, but yeah, yeah. They got a
it's
couple.
It's a show
episodes.
or what?
Yeah, it's a show. It's an old show. It's black and white.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but it's good. Sometimes, well, there was a minute where, like, I would play it and I would just fall asleep watching it, because it's just like it's old timey. So, like, you know, the kind of just old timey sounding, like, noises and stuff just help me fall asleep. But yeah, good shit. There's a couple, like, fucking airplane ones. Like, there's this other one where, like, this guy goes onto a planet.
Mm-hmm.
And they put people onto, like, these isolated planets as, like, imprisonment, and so he's just dumped there.
Damn.
Yeah, and the police or whoever the fuck it is, they come over and they visit, like, every 5 years to check in on him, and he's just by himself doing his own thing, and they give him a robot. Or they come with, like, this giant box.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we can't tell you what it is, but, like, this is for you. And he opens it up, and it's this chick. It's a robot. You know, it's company. Because he's all alone. And it's just, oh, dude, it's crazy. Like, he all like, falls in love with the robot and shit. But not because, like, the robot's all, like, nice and cool or whatever. It's a robot. But just because it's somebody to talk to.
Damn.
Or something to talk to.
Fuck that.
You know, but at the same time, like, he hates it because it's not real.
Yeah.
You know, and it fucks with his head. All kinds of crazy. Dude, there's so many, but...
Damn, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, some of them are better than others. Like, there's some pretty shitty ones, but... They're good.
Is it all black and white and black?
Yeah, they're all black and white, but, like, they stuck with it, like, even after the show was finished. Like, they made a couple movies and stuff. In my opinion, the movies weren't as good. Like, I don't know, it's just not the same thing. It's not written by the same dude. It's not, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I think my favorite one was, it's, like, about death.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this guy's about to die. And so death comes and visits him. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna take you away. You know, this is what gonna happen at this time. And nobody else can see the fucking Grim Reaper except for him. But he tries to like prolong his death or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trippy ass episode, but it's pretty cool.
Give me goosebumps.
Yeah. You need a jacket?
Maybe. I have it, but it's too hot.
It's getting warm in here. You know, or not technically, but there's a tendency that if you're ever in the same room as me, it tends to get a little bit warm because I'm just so fucking hot.
I don't know, but I don't think it's April 1st yet.
It's past April, thumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Blowing out the vibe candle, it's too hot.
Really?
All up on it. Oh wait, no, I finished this one over here too.
Yeah, dumbass. Alright.
Alright, JM Nation.
I don't think we're done.
Are we not done?
I don't think so. I have more questions.
Oh, you have more questions? We're almost out of booze, but like, ask away, Juan.
I have a question. So, like, let's talk about real life problems.
Real life problems.
Yeah, right now.
Like what?
Like the LGBTQ, the Black Lives Matter, the Blue Lives Matter, the, what else is there?
My opinion, I have a very individualism mindset. I believe we are all who we are, and that's that. You know, if you're black, you're white, you're gray, you're green, you're brown, you're yellow, you're blue. I don't give a fuck what you are. I really don't. My opinion on you will be entirely based on the way that you act.
Exactly, that's why
You know, honestly, I think I said this earlier. I don't like a lot of people. I think a lot of people are fucking annoying. You know, I feel like typically if I can stereotype you, I probably won't like you. You know, I tend to like people who are very unique, you know, or very about themselves. You know, they don't try to be anybody else, or they don't try to fit into some sort of group or normality or whatever. You know, I think, like, and this even goes into like politics and shit. Like, me personally, I don't like feeling like I'm a part of something. I like to feel like myself and like I'm my own individual person, and I go through my own individual shit. I think there's peace in knowing that there are other people like me. I think there's peace in knowing that like I can relate to other people.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of people you can relate to.
You know, but I don't like to throw myself into groups. So with like LGBTQ and Black Lives Matter, and even into more controversial things such as like Blue Lives Matter and stuff like that, I think even with the positives that come with those things, I don't like a lot of them. I don't know. I just don't like grouping things shit together.
I don't like it. I don't like grouping it.
He doesn't like gay people.
No, it's not that. It's all bad.
I'm playing.
So like, for me, I don't mind gay people or like transgender. Like,
no,
I don't care. I don't care if you're that or whatever you want to do with your body. It's not my choice. You know, it's not my place to like be like, oh no, that's not normal. Like, that's your body.
It's your fucking life. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, we live in a society where things are not normal anymore. Like look at that.
I think like, in my opinion, a better way to put it is like, these things have to matter.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where like a lot of my controversy comes with it is like you said, like I don't care. So why do I have to feel like it matters?
Yeah.
You know, and and I know that's like a really controversial thing to say. And like a lot of people will disagree with like, oh, well that, you know, this matters because of this or this matters because of that, you know, but it's like, sure, but, you know, and that's how you feel, but, you know, but it's like, and you want me to respect, and a lot of people will get upset at you because you don't respect like their opinion or how they feel, and I'm like, that's fair, but at the same time, you're not respecting my opinion or how I feel. You know, so it's like, and for me personally, I feel like that's an endless debate. Like, there's no middle ground there. There's no sort of, there's like it when in that sort of conflict there, where I'm like, okay, you know, neither of us are necessarily respecting each other's opinion because we feel so differently. A lot of people will instantly go into that defensive mode because of that, you know, and that's a very political thing too. It's like, especially with politics nowadays, it's like, if you don't agree with me, then we 100% disagree.
Yeah, that's a problem. You
know, and for me, I mean, the way I feel about shit like that is, it's just like, well, if you're in a state of mind where like you can't simply just agree to disagree and move up and move beyond it, or try to find some sort of agreement there, you know, or try to respect it all, like, then I don't, like, and that's why I don't like a lot of people, or, like, I don't try to take the energy to like a lot of people, is because I don't feel like it's worth it, you know, like, I'm not fucking God, I'm not fucking Jesus, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try and change the world or make the world a better place like that, like.
Oh, talking about that.
Because like I said this earlier, like I only know what I know, and I don't even know if what I know is true. You know, it's just what I think.
Yeah.
But you were saying?
Talking about God and Jesus. I hate when people use the Bible to determine the wrong and the right.
God. Think for yourself.
Exactly.
Think for yourself. What do you think? Oh, you think the Bible is what you think? Okay, well. Alright. You let some.
No, I feel like some people, like the Mormons and the Christians, depend on the Bible. Like, if you do this, okay, you're going to heaven. You do that, you're going to hell. How would you know if you're going to heaven or hell?
I don't know. For me, like, growing up, I was raised Catholic.
Same here.
Like, my family's Catholic. Like, I agree with a lot of Catholic beliefs, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm Catholic. You know, like, I fuck with Catholic people. I like to go to church. And not that I do go to church, right? But, like, I don't know. As far as, like, shit like that goes, like, believe what you want to believe. But, like I said, at the same time, it's like, think for your fucking self. Like, I know I got this one guy on my Instagram, always fucking just preaching the fucking Bible. And I'm just like, dude, chill. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing wrong, like, there's nothing wrong with feeling the way you feel or thinking the way you think, but it's like, you have to understand at the same time, like, not everybody wants to see that. You know, and it's like, if that is what you want to preach, like, preach it to people who don't want to hear it. You know, unless you know, like, okay, I'm tight with all these people, and all these people think the same way I do, or like all these people fuck with my message, go ahead and preach it. You know, but at the same time, it's like, you're gonna lose a lot of people you think you're friends with or whatever, because you're spouting all the shit, and it's just like, Some people just don't fuck with that. Like that's something I think about. Like when I see his posts, I'm like, dude, this guy's gotta be losing like followers every fucking day. Cause he posts some of the craziest shit sometimes. I don't unfollow him because like I said, I was raised on like Catholic beliefs and stuff like that. So like, I don't necessarily care for a lot of the stuff that he posts. And that's not to say that like I find it annoying or I dislike it or anything. Like it's just kind of there, you know what I mean? And I don't think much beyond that. So I don't really care for it much, but I don't know. I like to think that like, oh, maybe because like I said, I was raised kind of Catholic. So I like to think, oh, maybe one day he'll post some shit and I'll be like, damn, I really feel that. You know what I mean? And it'll be useful or it'll be nice to see. But for the most part, like with this dude, I'm just like, bro, you need to chill. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I can, if I can. I can be pretty negative sometimes.
Yeah. Just like that. The thing is, it's not like I don't believe in God or Jesus. It's like I don't believe in the Bible. Just don't believe it.
You know?
No, because the Bible changes every time, every year, every decade.
And that's fine. You know, there's people out there that are like, oh, you don't believe? And I think this is what you were saying, like, oh, you don't believe?
No, I believe in Jesus and God.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in Bible because it's somebody's written word, not God himself.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, there's a lot of, like, interesting shit about this. Like, because for me personally, I believe in a higher power. And for me, being raised on the beliefs that I was raised on and like feeling and thinking the way I do nowadays, like it just having the mindset and sort of like my belief on reality and life in general, like the way I look at it is I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of God.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's shit that happens sometimes in my life, and I'm like, "Whoa!" Like life's trying to tell me something. Like I believe in like life messages, and you know when I see shit or like feel like energy and shit, and I'm just like, you know, life's trying to tell me something. You know, that's where I start to question, like, oh, fucking God, like is this motherfucker trying to speak to me? Is he trying to tell me something? You know. I believe in shit like that, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't say whether that's God telling me something. I can't say if that's just fucking coincidence. I can't just say if it's deja vu or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean? It's too up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's too many beliefs going around. And there was I remember my ex asked me one time. She was like, "What's your like belief on God?" And like Christianity or whatever your religion is. I was like, well, I would say, sure, I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe in higher power, but at the same time, like, I believe in science. Science says God isn't fucking real. You know, there's a fucking scientific explanation for everything. You know, and as far as like scientific explanations go, God just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
But I feel like, for me, what like when people explain that God isn't real, I feel like they're just going into that. But like you also gotta think about who created the earth, who created the perfect balance of gravity and the perfect balance of the particles in the air, the perfect gravity that our skeleton, our blood cell can circulate and stay stable.
Right, and so that's like where I come from. So there's this belief of like, or there's this religion. It's called agnostic, I believe it's called. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's called agnostic, and it's where you believe in a higher power, whether it be God, whether it be fucking Buddha, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you believe in this higher power, whoever or whatever it might be, but you can neither, like, but you don't truly believe in, like, all, like, the technicalities and all this and that. You know, like, as far as, like, Christianity and Catholicism and Lutheranism and Buddhism, and, like, they all are built around pretty much the same thing. And the further down the rabbit hole you go with each religion, it becomes its own individual thing. You know, so, like, for me personally, I have a lot of respect for, like, all religions. You know, fucking Mormons, Catholics, Christians, Buddhists, whatever.
I've never met someone that's Buddhist. Never met someone.
I haven't either, but, like, I have respect for it all. Because, like, in my opinion, like, the way I see it, it's like, it's all built around the same thing. You guys are all talking about the same shit. You guys are all talking about the same god or gods or whatever the fuck. It's all the same thing, it's just a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, I'm just like, well, there's something out there. You know, there's some fucking higher power, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what it is. You know, I'm a see it to believe it kind of guy. But
what would you think if God or Jesus were just like appeared right away, like right here in Earth? They just appeared out of nowhere and just spoke to us.
I wouldn't trust him.
Why?
Would you trust somebody who came up to you?
No, not came up to me. They came with light, solar, and just comes down.
I think he was a fucking alien. 100%.
But then they
100%. But like, I mean, think about it this way. Like, would you trust something that you had never seen before, you have no understanding of, something that is surreal and claims to know everything?
But then you have this feeling that. Okay, let's just get that out of the way.
Okay.
Get that out of the way, like the con. And say, okay, yeah, this guy is real. How would you think he would be? Like what would you think he believes? Like, I know, like, some Christians say, hey, like, being gay or trans is wrong and it's a sin.
Mm-hmm.
What would you think God would be like?
I think God would
he be like someone that you don't expect, or someone to expect?
I think no matter what I think, yeah, he would 100% be. I don't think I would fully expect him to be what I would think he to be. But honestly, God's a fucking hippie.
Why'd you say that?
Like, and I'm not saying that as if, like, that's the way he's portrayed in any religion. But, like, my God, that motherfucker's a hippie. That motherfucker loves everybody, loves good music, and probably likes to get stoned.
But Christians over there be like, no, we just.
You know what I mean? But like that's what I'm saying. Cause like for me, when I think of like God, like you have to think like it's somebody who created life. You know, somebody who created the universe, somebody who created the world, somebody who has this greater image. You know,
that's the thing I want. I usually post about how, like, I hate when people portray God as like someone like would not accept you who you would be.
he accepts everybody. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want people to know.
It's fucking Bob Marley, bro. He's like, whatever, man.
See, I want people to see God. Doesn't matter if it's Christian or whatever. I want God. I want everyone to see God, that He accept anyone, like anyone.
Yeah. I guarantee you, he's not perfect.
Oh yeah. Look what he did to his son Lucifer.
Cause I think No, nothing is perfect. Nobody is perfect. There is no such thing. Perfect does not exist. Perfect is a concept. And even if you're fucking God, I say it is cap.
I feel like
If you're perfect.
I really want God to like just appear out of nowhere.
He's somebody who understands like every good and bad of everything.
I just wanted to come down, say, hey, my child, stop fighting. I love you all. You know how happy I would end up here.
You know what I think would happen if that happened?
Hmm.
I think you'd get half the world that'd be like, oh, it's God. And the other half of the world would be like, no, that's not God, bro. That's not God. You know, they're just too skeptical. You know, even if it was legit, you know.
You know who I would say that
I believe it would just split humanity even more than it already is.
But like, what if it shows you proof? Like what he created, how he created it.
I don't think it would matter.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think it would matter.
So it wouldn't matter if he speaks to you in
No, not to say that
different languages.
Not to say that it wouldn't matter to me. I think given on the, it would be dependent on the individual.
Because
I don't think God would do that.
Because people see God as like a soul or like a spirit, right? And then Jesus is like a human being.
Look, I'll tell you right now, God is not a soul. He is not a spirit. That motherfucker's an alien. He's this motherfucker that was on some sort of fucking power trip, went around to fucking Earth, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck with these humans, bro. And just fucking changed everything. And you know what? I believe it is a very Picasso sort of deal, where at the time when this alien was on Earth fucking with everybody was like, nah, this motherfucker's whack. Fuck off, right?
I have a conspiracy theory.
But wait. So nobody fucked with this dude because he was an alien, and the few people that did were like, oh my gosh, this guy's God, this guy's Jesus, right? Well, not Jesus, but this guy's God, he's the best, right? And then, you know, this one guy, Jesus, was all like, dude, yeah, this guy's legit. And he was so passionate about it. And like he was like this big old fan of this alien, dude. He was a fucking fangirl. And he went on this big fucking power trip across the country, and eventually was hung on a cross because he was so fucking crazy, or that's how people thought he was. And this whole time, this is what I believe. The entire time, during the entire scripture of the fucking Bible, it was bullshit. Like during that time period, it was all bullshit. And then after, where the Bible ends, is when people were like, yo, this motherfucker's legit, right? Because nobody gave a fuck about Picasso's work until after he died.
Oh shit, yeah.
Every great artist.
Is it Picasso where no, that was Da Vinci where he created Mona Lisa, huh? Da Vinci.
It wasn't shit until after he died.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't shit until after he died. Nobody gave a fuck about him.
People think I'm stupid, bro. I remember these names, bro. Don't matter how old I am, I would always remember.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He definitely, this alien, bro, this god alien, he definitely got a fucking cult. He definitely got a fucking following behind him. But he wasn't shit until after he died.
I have a conspiracy theory.
God's dead, bro.
I have a conspiracy theory.
God is an alien. It's dead.
Okay. It revolves around alien, right?
Okay.
I have a conspiracy theory. Don't burn yourself. Okay. You gotta listen really close.
Okay. I was burning myself.
So, I feel like the aliens created God as imagination.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Exactly, but here, listen. I feel like the aliens created all this history where like they weren't involved even. They just told one human to just spread this thing. But in reality, the aliens are God, right? But then
And they just pop up every now and then.
yeah, and then
Talk to motherfuckers.
So they told this one person to write this Bible, and then this Bible would just go on and on and on and on. Right? But since some of us don't believe in aliens, or some do, I feel like the aliens are God, but the aliens want to picture God differently, like a human, so humans won't be afraid of the aliens. Because if they say, oh, this alien one is God and he's alive, he's like out of space or something, and if he pops out saying I'm God, imagine how fucked up and chaotic the world would be if an alien pops up and say, hey, I made this shit up, I'm Jesus.
You just got rickrolled.
Imagine. That's what I think. Like, what if like this one fucking stupid alien said, "Oh, spread this shit gossip and make God and Jesus like a human being."
That'd be crazy.
Imagine. And then God is an alien.
See, but like I feel like I would low-key fucks with that. That'd be fun as fuck.
Have you? Yeah, true. That'd be.
I am God.
Oh my.
Oh. One, how would you feel if I was God?
If you were God?
Would you believe me?
Yeah, I would believe you.
If I told you I was God? And I was able to prove it?
I feel like.
Would you follow me? Would you spread my word and my message? Like Jesus? Would you be my Jesus one?
Yeah, I guess. Why not? See, if an alien, like, this is my conspiracy theory. If an alien can spread a gossip, anyone can. That's why gossip.
It's all gossip. It's all gossip.
Yeah.
That's the fucking meme, dude. It's
just all gossip, bro. It's all fucking gossip.
You smell that?
What?
The fucking dude.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Dude, also, do you have another conspiracy theory? Or do you have a conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy theories.
I heard one.
How do you feel about the simulation conspiracy theory? Do you think we're in a simulation?
So, yes, I do. Actually, I do. Okay, look. I do. We're in a simulation, because if you're in a one-way street, right? One road comes this way, and you're going that way. Next time, let me know. And let me know if I'm wrong. Tell me the colors you see coming towards you, the colors of the car. It goes white, or it goes white, gray, white, but it's still clear colors, right?
Where's the pen?
It's somewhere over here.
Y'all jot this down too. Okay, what's the pattern one?
So here. So it's a one-way street. It's a one-way street. It has to be one-way street. It can't be freeway.
So nobody can be coming the same way or it can be coming in the opposing direction.
So it's just one way. So there's two streets. One going this way, one going that way.
Oh, so two-way.
Two-way, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Single.
So yeah, it could be white.
And these are the cars coming at you?
Yeah. Or it could be white, gray, or gray, which is clear colors, right? We can agree that. Because it comes by like the white color. It is mixed. And let me know The next car is gonna be a colored car. It could be a blue, a red, or a green. A blue, red, or green.
So it's 3 clear cars.
3
and then
clear
a colored
car. Yeah, and the color car. It could be two or 1 color car. After that, and after that, it comes white, 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 or white, gray, gray, or it could be white, gray, white.
As long as it's some sort of combination
Yeah.
of 3 clear.
It could be it's either clear color, it's clear color and color colors, and after that it will be clear colors again. And that's how I believe it's a simulation.
That's cap.
That's cap?
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it.
I guess we'll have to see.
Every time I go on a 2-way street, I see that. Why do I know this? It's because I know, because I calculated it. I didn't calculate it, but I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times. I've seen, like, in Woodville, there's always that one street. I always look.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dumas or...
Huh?
Dumas?
What?
Oh no, is that Boston?
No.
What's
the
the one?
Woodville? It's the wall. Somewhere. It's deep in Woodville. But it can be either 2-way. Doesn't matter, but... Count me on that. Clear colors and a color 2 or 1 color car, and after that clear colors.
So I drive a red car.
Yeah.
Does that mean I should look out to see if the cars in front of me
Are clear colors. Yeah. 100%. I bet you, because we were in front of a white car. I remember. When we were cutting through the Platinus Fitness, and to the left, we went to the light on the left.
Yeah.
And then crossing that bridge, it was a white Toyota in front of us. It was a fucking white Toyota.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? It was a fucking white Toyota. Because I remember, because that car was trying to shift to the other side, but it went to the other side. It went back to us. I remember that.
I'm too drunk for this.
Alright, put me on that. We live in the simulation because of this color pattern. I only believe this because it's a 1-way. 2-way, I meant. So next time, you gotta look out and let me know.
I'll let you know.
And you're gonna be like, what the
I ended up in like this really fucked up part of like TikTok where it was just straight up conspiracy theories. I hated it.
What?
It made me so uncomfortable, dude. Like straight up just questioning everything. I was just like,
it's a conspiracy. So fucked up.
Like they get so fucking deep.
Have you actually listened to the conspiracy theory about Timmy Turner?
What is it?
Okay. So you know how he has 2 fairies?
Okay.
So 2 fairies, right? And he has the dad and the mom and the sister. Right?
Not a sister. He has the babysitter.
The babysitter, sorry. So I feel like, so they say, I don't feel like, but they said that the 2 fairies are actually the parents that are looking out for him, and that's why he's the only one that can see them. And the mom and dad in the show is actually the foster parent. And the babysitter is the one that is just a crazy one. And Timmy Turner is the one that just can see his parents.
That shit's crazy, dude. That's fucked up.
See? When I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Question everything. Don't believe shit that you're told.
Don't believe.
It's all bullshit. It's all a lie. That's fine, it's fine. Alright, well, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point. What do you think?
They paused.
Which is that your 10%?
Yeah.
Alright, once one is at a 10%, I think we covered a pretty good fucking amount of shit. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Love yourself.
And remember, white, or white, gray, or white, gray, white. And then after that, it's a colored car.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching. Maybe a second podcast?
I think we'll do a second one. Even if this one doesn't do good,
We'll do a second one.
we'll stick with it.
Motherfucker.
Y'all motherfuckers better check this out. Remember the combination. Love yourself. Stay woke. Peace out, bitches. I miss.
And remember,